Well, hello everybody, and welcome here to Gilford High School, where I am joined by the 2022 Division III Field Hockey State Champions, the Gilford Golden Eagles. How are you guys doing? Good. Good. All right, we'll get through the awkwardness. So first of all, thank you guys for taking time to come and join me here. I've been wanting to interview championship teams, and you guys are our guinea pigs, so welcome. But so first of all, let's talk about this, the season, because you guys put on a picture-perfect season, completely undefeated, 17-0, scored 76 goals, only allowed 13, which you're the only undefeated team in all of the field hockey teams in the state across the three divisions. That's amazing. Well done.
Thank you.
So first, the last field hockey championship was in 2016 here for Gilford. It was funny because I was a sophomore in high school when Gilford won the championship. And if I'm not mistaken, the seniors were what? 7th grade, 8th grade, 2016? And the 7th, and the freshmen weren't born yet. So, sorry, trying to break the awkwardness here. But no, the freshmen obviously were 5th and 6th grade. So point being is it's been a while. So great job by you guys to finally break through that barrier of 7 years. So first for the captains, you guys were going into that championship game. You beat Mascoma here. You beat Messinic in the semifinal game. But on the other side of the bracket, you had underdog Bishop Brady, who won in 2019, kind of went 50-50 with Berlin in 2020 because that was the COVID season. They were the underdogs this year, but they upset number 2 Newfound. They upset number 3 Newport. Going into that championship game, they were clearly on a hot streak. Tell me, from your point of view, were there any concerns from you guys, or was it just kind of business as usual?
Well, I don't think I ever really doubted our capability as a team. I think that we proved our teamwork was top of over everyone else. And I just had a lot of trust going into the championship with my team and with my teammates and what we could do.
All right.
Anybody else?
Is there anything else from the captains down there?
Yeah, I didn't really think that we had a lot of doubt either, because we ended up having to play them twice in the regular season, and we beat them twice. So I think we were really confident with our ability to continue to push through.
Right. No, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to ask them as well, what their thoughts were, because they were going up against 16-0 Gilford at the time. So in the championship game, you had Allie score 1 and Livy score 1. Am I right by saying that?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm pretty sure you guys each assisted each other, right? So you score in the second quarter, you score in the fourth quarter. Obviously in that fourth quarter, at what point, I guess I can ask you, Allie, because you're holding the microphone, at what point did you guys think, hey, this is it. This is our game, because you're up by 2 goals and field hockey clock runs.
Mm-hmm. So I think that in the third quarter, after halftime, we knew we had to come back from 1-0 because they could have easily caught up and tied the game, and we really didn't want to go into overtime because that's stressful, obviously. And so we had so many opportunities in front of the goal in the third and fourth, and I think that we knew we were so close and we just needed to keep pushing it through, and finally it went in.
So for the freshmen, from this point, we're just going to kind of go through the class, because each of you guys, class-wise, had a different experience in the last, first year, second year, third year, or seniors being this year, fourth and final year. Don't start crying on me. So for the freshmen, there was no JV program this year. So you 3 freshmen, Allison, Megan, and Emerson, you guys got thrown right into the fire as a freshman going right into varsity sports. Tell me, first of all, how was your first season as a varsity player? And then also tell me about, that first championship experience.
It was a good experience to have for your first year playing, because I didn't get the chance to play field hockey in my middle school years because I was from Gilmington and we didn't have that program. So it was really nice to have that experience. Emerson.
Yeah, and it was really fun throughout the season, and the team worked so well together, and we're obviously going to miss the seniors a lot next year, and but it was a really good season, and me and Megan enjoyed it.
Well, congrats, freshmen, on a great first season, and we look forward to seeing you next year back on the pitch. So for the sophomore class, it was highlighted by four you student athletes, Kalia, Olivia, Ava, and Lily, each of them being a key asset to the team, Lily being one of the two goalies, the other one, of course, being Caroline, who we'll talk to in a minute. Kalia and Olivia being midfielders to provide that great backup towards forwards like Ava and Allie and Emily. So tell me, from your perspective, first of all, how was your season as sophomores? And second of all, welcome to the championship game year 2. How is that?
It was really good because last year when we lost, it did not feel good, but seeing all the seniors all together and just having fun and also being on the field with them was a lot of fun because it was just last year I didn't get to play a lot, and yeah, it was really good. Yes. You're not speaking.
All right, we're just going to keep passing it right down the line. So how about you, Lily? Since Livy and Ava want nothing to do with the microphone, how about you? How was your season? Actually, I do have a specific question for you. Being, that you guys had such great forwards and that you guys, their forwards were constantly in the opponent's end. How is it for you in the goal? Were you always just ready, or did you catch yourself sleeping sometimes?
It honestly was kind of boring. I kind of just sang a little bit and kind of narrated the game to myself. And I was paying attention for the most part, and I just made sure the ball didn't come near me. And our team was so good, so it didn't really.
So note to self, I gotta mic her up next year to get that narration.
That'd be so fun about that.
But all right, cool. So moving on here to the juniors, kind of a medium-sized junior class, seeing Addie, Rosabella, Madeline, Ellie, and Caroline leading behind the senior class. This is only your second quote-unquote normal season, because you were freshmen that COVID year, right? So how did this, season go overall? 'Cause we're seeing a trend here, right? Overall question. But how'd the season go overall, and how does it finally feel to hoist that championship trophy?
I would say it feels really good to have this successful season. And I don't know, it feels great to come home with the trophy and, be a part of it, helping to win.
Yeah, the season was obviously really cool because we were undefeated champions, and for me, I was just going from spot to spot, different positions all the time, but it was still really fun because playing in the different positions, I got to play with different people, so it was fun.
That's awesome.
Does Ellie want to say anything?
I enjoyed playing a new position this year because I think last year I played mid, so that was fun. That's it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Hello. Here it comes.
So you actually have to speak.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I think that the season was pretty good overall, and obviously we were undefeated, so it's always good.
That's always a good record to have, right? Undefeated. So now talking with the seniors, obviously that senior class made up of Alexandra, Jordan, Lexi, Taryn, Allison, Avery, Emily, and Lauren. 8 of you total, taking up almost the entire bench. Totally messing up my show production. I have all the underclassmen over here, and then you guys taking up a whole bench. But special. So obviously, you guys have had a roller coaster ride of 4 years. Finally getting the championship to end out on top. But, your freshman year, you guys were defeated by Bishop Brady in the quarters. The next year was that COVID year, but you still got beat by Berlin in the semis, which you guys had. The semis were the first round. And then, obviously, last year, unfortunately, getting knocked out by Stevens, upset in the quarters. So it feels great to finally hoist that championship trophy, right? Like that's awesome for you guys. So I guess the general question, and that's the overall question here, is how does it finally feel to bring home that trophy and get that, you know, that championship parade up Gilford, the main street here, and like, how was that?
I think it feels really good, especially for senior year. And we made like such a good comeback. Like in the beginning of the season when we just kept winning and winning and winning, it felt so good. But when we got closer to the end, it felt even better because we know that we won and we could do it. And just like all of us and our teamwork, and we're so close, like all of the seniors, we've been playing since 5th grade. So it's just so good to come back with a win.
Well, that's awesome. Congrats, guys. So just some quick stats here for you. For the senior class, you know, you guys saw 50 total goals scored, 30 for Allie and 20 for Lexi, and 26 assists between those two players. So first of all, well done. Well done. Because when you have a team that only scored, not only, but scored 76 total goals, and 50 of them are coming from your senior class, not only does that make this side of the bench a little concerned, you know, because 8 of your teammates are leaving, but you know that's still amazing. So congratulations to you guys. So I guess let me ask the question now to segue over here to the general question of, you know, you're graduating off 8 seniors.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. I was trying to do that nonchalant. It didn't work. Here. So you're graduating off 8 seniors. For the sophomores, juniors, and even the freshmen, what do you guys have to do next year to step up and keep the championship here in Gilford? Because obviously you're going to have a target on your back. Everyone's going to see you guys. You're undefeated, the only one in the state. Everyone's going to circle you guys as the winners, or the projected winners. So what do you guys got to do?
So it's obviously.
Why do you give it to the goalie who was sitting around bored during half the season?
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Her words, not mine. Go
So
ahead.
it also is like really bad losing the seniors, but I think next year we won't have that awful of a season, and we all are like.
It's like
we all are very close with each other because we've all played like before in middle school, and we were pretty good in middle school, so we have that experience. And this year we've just gotten closer with each other. So
yeah, obviously it's like a little concerning, and like it's hard to hold the title of being undefeated champions. So that's like a lot of pressure, but I feel like if we go in with no pressure because it's a new season, I feel like we just shouldn't worry about, because being undefeated is really cool, but it's not something that everyone gets to have, so it's not like an expectation. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and obviously every season's a new season.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what you're going to get with the 8th graders coming up. Because, you know, and by the way, just to clarify, I don't think you guys are going to be like bad next year. I think you're I mean, Lily kind of made it seem like I was asking that, but just because Lily likes to try and put me down. No, so I think you guys are going to be great next year. But I was just curious, you know,
in middle
what your
school,
thoughts were.
When we were 8th graders, we were undefeated champions, but like that was in middle school. But we have been undefeated with this team, so maybe we could do it again, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, obviously it's a big loss. We're losing like a huge
lot of people,
yeah,
a
huge
bench.
portion of our team. So, like obviously our scorers, our whole defensive line is leaving. But I know like our team that's left behind can like we work together really well, and we can step up and like pull out a good season. For sure.
Yeah.
Anyone else have anything to say?
Okay, we got
All right.
All right, so I guess my last question before I go into my closing, you know, phrase here is just any final thoughts from either bench, anything? Yeah. Yeah. It's like a debate. Yeah, I got you. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so you can add this into like whatever question you want. But I think like from all of our years that we played field hockey, like the seniors, like back to like the playoff things and how we like consistently were losing in the playoffs when we were good and we could have won, but we were just like not grasping it. I think that we used like that feeling of losing to like motivate us this year, and like this year I just think we like refused to lose. like if we think about like our games that we had, like in Mascoma, we went to Mascoma this season. I don't think we played like very good, but all of us just like didn't want to lose, so we just kept pushing and pushing, even though we weren't having our best game, and we went into overtime to a team like that we know we can beat. Like we saw it in the playoffs how well we can play against them, but I just think that proves like we just didn't want to lose, and so we just kept pushing it until we won.
Yeah, a team that definitely refuses to lose is never going to lose.
Yeah.
You know, for sure. So, that's awesome. So, congrats, guys. I don't know how many times I can say that, honestly. Like, congratulations. Any other final thoughts?
So, adding on to like what Lauren said about like we refused to lose, we didn't just like go into every game like, oh, we're gonna win. Like every game we tried so hard, we fought so hard, and we worked hard throughout the whole game. We didn't just like give up whenever the other team scored. It just pushed us harder to want to win because we didn't want them to win. And not just the seniors that worked hard, everyone, all the underclassmen worked hard too. Like getting subbed in, they came out so hard. They didn't just like get confused, and we try and help them as much as we can because we know they're not as familiar, but I think they work just as hard as all of the seniors did, and I think they'll have a great season next year too if they just work as hard.
So also going to what Allie said, we all, like all the underclassmen, we didn't want to lose it for the seniors because we knew this was a very important year for them, and we all, I'm pretty sure I can say this for everyone, we all really love this team and we love working with all the seniors, so it's going to be obviously bad losing them, but in the championship game and like through the whole season we just kind of pushed each other, and like our captains helped us through our rough times, and like everyone kind of helped us when we were at our bad points and at our good points. We said what was good and we helped each other through and kept it positive, so I think that was really good of our team.
Yeah. So when Allie said when the other teams would get a goal first, like that did just really motivate us more. I feel like when the other teams scored first, we played even better after that, which is kind of like bad. Like we should go in playing really good, but sometimes we just couldn't keep our heads low after that. We needed to like fight even harder. And I don't remember who I was talking to, but this conversation I had with someone, and we were all talking, and I was like, yeah, I was just scared to lose. And someone was like, well, I was so scared to lose because we haven't felt the feeling of losing. So if we had lost in one of our like final games, I feel like it would have hurt even more because we were so used to winning all of the other games.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, and that's always a thought when you have a team that's going undefeated. But the other side of that coin, though, is that a loss could have, not that I think you guys were this, but a loss could humble you in a sense.
Yes.
You know, because there are definitely some teams that are like, we got this. You know, and they think that they're it, that's it. You know, nobody can beat them, and then they lose. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, our St. Thomas game really humbled us.
Don't need to. It was a little scary.
Just to say one more thing, like it's really important that we thank like our coaches and everyone like that helped us through the season, because like our coach was really helpful this season, and he was really dedicated to us since he coached the seniors since freshman year. And like Sarah helped too. She always helps us with like our skills, and Mr. Weeks is always at our practices like bringing us like snacks and stuff. So they're all like really dedicated to us, and like our parents too were like so supportive of us all season. Like they were probably our biggest fans. So I just wanted to thank everyone that helped us besides like just the players on the field.
You guys were our I guess I'll hold this. You guys were our first field hockey team that we've ever covered. Like through and through. We covered one Laconia game and one Newfound game, but you guys were the repeat customers on our network. So definitely want to say that you could tell that you guys were, well, built differently as a team. And like, well, no, and like what I mean is like that you guys were, you know, you were supportive of each other, even if somebody missed a shot or got a penalty or whatever, you know, it was still a, hey, good job. You know, and that obviously goes even deeper into, you know, the parents being there for you guys and the coaches being there for you guys and things like that. So no, it was definitely it was great to see, and to see you guys come through and win the championship. It it paid off. You seeing what you guys were doing, the hard work. I mean, the times we were here covering soccer and you guys were practicing, you could just tell that it was all business. There was no there was no there was no goofing around. There was no, it's at 3, I'll get there at 3:15. It was, you guys were here at 2:45 when practice started at 3. You were ready to go, things like that. So we applaud you guys for having doing such a great job with that and elevating the bar, for Division III field hockey in a sense. So all of us here would like to congratulate you. I know I've said it 1,000 times. That is the word of this show. But honestly, like I said, well done. It was great to see you guys win. Undefeated even more so. That's the icing on the cake. We also want to say, thank you for letting us be a part of this season. As much as I just said what I was going to ultimately say, but I mean, I'll say it again. A lot of teams won't necessarily accept us into, their benches. I don't know how many times I walked over during a pregame and maybe coach, sarcastically harassed me a little bit. But, other than that, you guys were excited to see us and excited to have us there. And we appreciate that. And it made us want to come to your games. So thank you truly thank you for that. And to be a part of the undefeated championship season, that's even better. We chose the right team this year. But and to all the seniors, which I can just look at this one bench basically, we just want to say we wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. And I know that some of you guys are 2 and 3 sport athletes, so good luck in your next season, whether it be winter or spring. Always definitely swing by and say hi at the production trailer when you see us there. So congratulations to the seniors for a great championship season and good luck in your future endeavors. And for the rest of the team, we'll see you in August to start defending the championship. Yeah? Cool. Well, folks, that's going to do it for our interview. Unless anyone has any final thoughts, anything going once, twice. Oh boy. Hey, go ahead.
Oh yeah, Caroline is here.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say thank you to you because for filming our games and being there, because field hockey is kind of like a underrated sport, I guess, and you being there really helped us feel kind of better about the sport and people are actually watching us. So thank you.
I was gonna say that somebody's final field hockey game for you guys had 500 people watching live. Whoa. So just so you know. That's more than that is literally more than the 2 other semifinals for Gilford we've covered. Not to, put anybody down, but you guys definitely had the viewership and, and also not gonna lie, you guys helped me understand. I don't know how many times I run into you guys on the field or in the hallway and go, what the heck does that mean? Or something like that, or coming out one of you guys with my rule book saying, explain this to me. So thank you guys, truly. And it was our pleasure to be here. Here, real quick, guys, before we go, we had the other goalie join us. Welcome. So let me ask you the same question I asked Lily earlier. With the team being such a offensive teams, always in the other end of the field, how was it for you, picking dandelions and down by the goal? How was that?
I felt like sometimes I was just watching the game, but it was pretty nice because I got to watch the team kind of grow and from a different perspective. On the bench, you see it in a different way than when you're seeing it watching the ball go back and forth on the field. And I mean, sometimes I did catch myself unfocused, but
I was going to say, coach isn't going to watch this, so you could be honest.
Yeah. No, but most of the time it was kind of entertaining just to watch everybody playing together and working together, so it was pretty nice.
That's awesome.
Pretty enjoyable season. Not too stressful.
And thank you to the 2 goalies for having different colored helmets on and not telling me about that, Lily. So Lily came up to me after the game when you guys swapped, and I think I called you Lily by accident, so sorry about that. What are you doing? So you choose now to, you know what? No, we're not going to cut this out. We're going to leave that in. This is the blooper reel. But okay, yeah, no, that makes sense, and that's awesome. Good job by, obviously, good job by the goalies as well as the whole team. So like I said, congratulations again. Good job to the seniors, good luck in your future endeavors. We'll miss you for sure. To the returners next year, get ready to have the target on your back because the whole division, if not the whole state's going to be looking at you guys. And won't be that bad. No, not in a bad way, obviously. Not a bad way. You guys will be great. And obviously we'll be here, so we'll just make it easier for everyone to watch. But that's going to do it for this interview. We want to say again, thank you to you guys for taking time to sit down with me. We wasn't too bad, right? Wasn't too bad. It's it'll be fine. So for Maddie Descharnes behind one of the cameras and Maddie Curry behind the other one, my name's Devin Poslesny. Once again, congratulations to the Gilford Golden Eagles on their 2022 Field Hockey Division III State Championship. And look forward to seeing you guys next fall. So have a great night, everybody. So long.